Hey YouTube, it's Jacob here, and we're bringing you another one. I'm a digital artist who likes to watch movies with the people. Oh yes. So I am very excited. I know you guys are like, so where's the Captain Marvel movie reaction you were talking about? So if you didn't see from my quality, things have upgraded because I was having some issues with my computer. So I did watch the movie and I recorded it, but see what had happened was it got deleted. And we was having some situation. So, but don't worry. We moving up. So that's all that matters. So this is how we gonna do this. Cause I know I was doing my movie reviews before and it was all good and all, but the thing about it is, you know, I don't be knowing people's names and I'm not that technical. Like I do, I went to school for animation. So I study film. So I know about that life. But I don't be knowing these people's names and I'm not going to really pretend to care like I know them. So we're going to make this a little bit of a different vibe. And we're going to have a lot more B-roll and more fun stuff over top because I want to bring more entertainment to you guys. And I'm looking forward to the journey that we're about to get down into. So this first part, I'm going to give you the ranking of the movie and I'm going to give you the vibes. After that, this is a spoiler review. I'm going to just tell you how I feel, what happened, and that's it. So don't come for me in the comments. Eh? All right. My ranking for this movie is a 9.8. I couldn't give it a 10 out of 10. But I really want to. But I'm going to give it a 9.8. And then the vibes is giving Guardians of the Galaxy meets like any type of Spider-Man movie meets like, you know, just a bunch of things. So it definitely gave me that. Okay, you guys ready? Spoiler review. This is a spoiler review. All right, so I'm going to say things that I saw in the movie. Right? First of all, they had this singing scene, right? And at first I was like, no. And I like musicals. All right, don't come for me with a musical. But I was like, but don't do it because people don't like musicals. And I learned the hard way with a certain movie called Into the Woods. Let's not talk about it. I loved it. Anyway, let's not talk about it. Point is, I thought they did it really well. And right when it was about to get annoying, they stopped. So like right when you're like, all right, now right when you're about to say, all right, they stopped. So that was really nice. But I found it to be really cool. I like how they did it. That was a cool moment. And then this villain, the reason I bring that up is because the villain, at first I didn't know how I feel about the villain. One, because I didn't know who she was or where she came from. So tell me in the comments what is she from? Because I don't know who she is. So at first, but over time, she was giving me Killmonger. Because at first you're like, yo, you really crazy. But then you're like, oh, but she crazy for a reason. She's crazy for a reason. Like, you came out of nowhere in their eyes, from their perspective. You came out of nowhere, so Marvel came out of nowhere. Captain Marvel to destroy the Supreme Being, but that Supreme Being, when she killed the Supreme Being, she basically destroyed that planet. The people were living there, but they didn't have no oxygen. They ain't had the sun died or was dying, and they didn't have any water. So they were basically like dying out, right? So she went into a revenge kick and she like, okay, so you want to do that? All right, I'm going to destroy everybody and everything you love. So I'm going to start here. She went to the alien people and took their oxygen. She opened up a portal to her planet. I mean, it was so clever. And took these people's oxygen. Wow. That was an epic scene. Another moment, so she went with the singing place, they were, she said like 99 or something percent water, like it's basically a water planet. But you know, it's people there, took a portal, took their water. Like, so of course, what did she want from us? Our sun, because we have a sun. So she tried. She did not succeed, obviously, but she tried. I want to talk about the three, all right? First of all, I just watched Captain Marvel. I had no intentions of watching this movie, but because I did these movie reviews and you guys really liked it, I was like, well, let me watch Captain Marvel because I ain't never seen it before. Yes, we had an issue. We don't need to talk about that right now, right? But point is, I had no intentions, and then I was like, whatever, I'll just see her in Endgame and I'll see her in Infinity Wars. You know what I mean? That was my idea. But now that I watched it, I'm like, oh, I really like her. I like her story. I like her path. I like her powers and how it came about. Like, I think it's a pretty good story. So to see this movie, I'm like, okay. Okay, I see you. But she was not my favorite character. I really love the black lady from WandaVision, her niece. That's her niece, by the way. And Mrs. Marvel, who I also did not watch the show because I was like, whatever, I don't care. But I really liked her. She was one of the best characters. And you know what? She didn't make my list. I might add her to my honorable mention. But I have a video coming out called The Unfazed Characters. It's characters that are just like not phased by the world. You'll see. It's a top 10 list. And you know, I might add her in there. Because now that I've seen her, she's up there. She is phased because she's still human. But she's up there. So we'll see. Anyway, those 3 characters, really good. But the black lady and Mrs. Marvel is my favorite. Those are my favorite. They were really great. Oh, and I love the Mrs. Marvel's family. That whole dynamic, like they were involved in the journey of going to space. Like what you don't usually see. It's usually like the kid is in space and either the parents don't even know it or they're like not happy about it, but nothing they can do about it because your child's a superhero. I like the fact that they were swept up into the whole mix in space with them. Not with her, like not with her in the fights. But you know, and talk about fights. There are 2 fight scenes in this movie that is my favorite. Number 1, the fight scene in the beginning when they're first swapping their powers. Mostly the fight that's happening in Mrs. Marvel's house because they're jumping from 3 different places. But in Mrs. Marvel's house, they are tearing this house to shreds. Do you understand? They are beating this house up. Jumping from here to here because they don't know what's going on. They just keep getting portal. That is one of the best parts of this whole movie. And the other part that I really, really, really like in general is the swapping. There was another fight scene, but I just forgot it. So I just went on to the swapping. The swapping, the way they went from, because there's a moment where they're practicing their swapping. And I'm like, yes, let me see you guys try to be better at the circumstance in which you're in. I really, 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 really like that. Really like that. If you like these type of things, you might also like my artwork, and my artwork is now available on my new sticker shop. Yes. First of all, I was doing fan art. I love fan art. Fan art's my thing, but my Etsy was like, oh, but you want to keep doing fan art? How about we about to shut you down? I was like, wait a minute now. So I shut myself down, and we start from scratch with my own content. Finally going back to my roots and creating my own art instead of fan art only. Okay, so if you want fan art, go to jcutt.com. I'm gonna be having more fan art over there. But if you want some cool stickers, go to my Etsy shop. You're definitely gonna love that. I definitely think this movie was good. I just don't think the world is gonna agree with me. I loved it. It was definitely a girl power type of movie. Not like Barbie, where Barbie had a little bit more of a political thing, which I also thought was really good and that people should listen to, especially men. should listen to, but this was not as heavy like that. This was just girl power and black girl magic on the law. Just on it. Actually, they even said black girl magic. Samuel L. Jackson said it. Anyway, but point is, it was really good, and I hope people go and watch it. But I hope the men aren't like, oh, it's just a bunch of girls. You know what? Think about, oh, you know, it just hit me. Like Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls is a girl group of fighters that men watched when they were kids. Like, boys watch Powerpuff Girls because they were killing it. If you look at this like Powerpuff Girls, you'll really, really enjoy it. So don't miss it because it's 3 women, all right? And they kind of give me the Powerpuff Girls vibes and I think about it. But it's just like that. So enjoy it as it is and not because it's whatever, all right? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have not already, don't forget to like, subscribe, push that notification button because we're going to keep bringing this stuff to you. That's all I got.
I don't like that name.
What are you doing? I know you're not about to leave. It's mad buttons down there. You ain't pushed down one of them. You better subscribe to my channel. See you soon.